Sunday afternoon. It's Sunday, April 14th. It's a beautiful sunshiny spring day here. It's about 80 degrees. Roger and I are going to put up some bluebird houses today. And then we have to process some of the ewes that had their lambs this week. Trim their feet. I want to shear 2 of the ewes that have wool. And then move, I think there's 5 ewes and lambs. We're going to move into a family group pen today. So we're going to get started and see how much of that we can get done today. All right, we get the last 2 boxes up. They're 20 feet apart. They're along the wetlands. And we're just down from the run-in shed. So down here, and then the others are across the way. I think you can see them right there and there. We're supposed to have 300 feet between them, between pairs, so that should work really well. We took Freckles out of the stanchion yesterday, and she did not claim her lamb. However, the lamb got loose, and number 11 is actually in labor, and Freckles' lamb is nursing on her, and I think she's going to claim us. So we're going to do a wet adoption and let her raise both of them. So this is who we call Freckles, number 39. White Dorper. Her lamb, it's an escape artist, and she rejected it. And so this she was in labor, and I was hoping this would be the one we could adopt it onto. It was actually nursing on her when I got here, has a full belly. She's in labor, the water bag's hanging out. She's going to deliver her other lamb here. I'll probably help her. Make sure we get the fluids on the lamb. And hopefully she'll raise twins. She scanned for a single. Some of you may remember, this is Sunshine. She was the one that had a back problem. She got to the point where she couldn't stand up, and I was going to euthanize her, and I came out the day to euthanize her, and she's standing up looking at me. So she made a recovery, and she maintained her pregnancy, so things work out for a reason. So very pleased that this lamb was nursing. It's 5 days old. It'll probably be smaller than the lamb that she has, but she's going to raise twins for us, I think. Okay, we got her lamb delivered. It's a ram lamb, a male, and both elbows were back, so it actually worked out, because as it delivered, then I had the Dorper lamb right next to her and got the birth fluids on the Dorper lamb, and she'd already claimed it. Tied the legs on the Dorper because it has to lay still. You don't want it wandering around. It has to act like a newborn. And the 5-day-old Dorper lamb's about the size of this newborn Ile-de-France. This is an Ile-de-France ram lamb. So very pleased. That was my goal, was to do a wet adoption, and I thought maybe one of the other Dorper used that lamb, but didn't know exactly when she was due. She had her injury. You can see her licking the Dorper lamb there now, so pretty confident she's going to claim both of these. So very pleased. It's a good outcome. We didn't want a bottle baby, and that lamb's doing really well. So we'll take Freckles down to the shed today, turn her out, and she'll probably be fine next time, Freckles. It's not unusual for a first-timer to reject a lamb sometimes, and she's the one that, Freckles is the one that had the retained placenta, so I think that was the main issue last time. So we'll give her another chance. And so very pleased with this outcome. Hopefully it continues, and we'll wait till Mom stands up and the other lamb's standing up, and then we'll let the Dorper lamb loose, because she loves that lamb. It was nursing already this morning, so now she's got two, and we're off to a good start. Very pleased. Got her moved into the pen, and I had the Dorper lamb tied up for a while. I let it loose, and it's nursing well. The lamb, her lamb, nursed on her while she was laying down, so he's had his first colostrum, and that's great. She's letting the one nurse, and she's licking on this one, so fingers crossed that this works. I think it will. They did this on their own. The lamb got out away from Freckles, who's right next door. Her udder is full. We're going to keep her in here until we take everybody else down, probably closer to the weekend. That way I can just kind of keep her on some lower quality hay. We won't let her make her eat the stems and stuff, because we want to, we want her milk production to stop. So watch her for mastitis. But so far so good. I'm very pleased with how things worked out. I think maybe Sunshine read our mind and knew what we wanted her to do. I didn't know exactly her due date, because she was bred and then she got injured, and I thought she might have gotten bred again. So she's showing a little bit of rear end weakness. Hopefully that was just from late pregnancy, and I've got her marked down to sell, but we'll see. Kind of got a soft spot in my heart for her, so I know you shouldn't make culling decisions based upon that, but she's got plenty of milk, and if she can raise both of these for us, that's a feather in her cap, and we'll see how she develops, how she gets along. So my main concern is if she would get injured during the breeding season next year and have a problem, but we'll just see how it goes and see how she looks when that time rolls around. But the male ram, he's doing okay. Hasn't tried to get up yet, but he'll get there. I did deliver him, so he might have been just a little rushed, but I wanted to get him out so we can make this wet adoption work. She's going to lay down now because she's got to pass her placenta, so everybody's nursed, and she's loving both her babies. I just tubed this lamb with some powdered colostrum. He drank from the mom too, but I want to make sure he got plenty. One thing I noticed is he has a overshot mouth. His lower jaw is shorter than his upper jaw. Maybe you can see that or not. A little bit. It's about a half an inch. He should be okay. He did nurse, so shouldn't have any problems, but just something to note. This ewe was also on medication when she was in early pregnancy. So I don't know if that affected the development of the lamb or not. He's a little slow to stand, but we'll see how he gets along. She was on dexamethasone and an antibiotic. I don't know that those cause that issue, but that is a possibility. And we don't know what the injury was. Maybe she had an infection or something that may have affected him during his development too. But we'll see how things develop. See how they get along. The other thing I've noticed on this lamb is his front legs don't bend back all the way. They don't flex totally. So, you know, he might have some other issues. I don't know. We'll see. He hasn't stood up yet, and that's unusual. Usually they're up within 15 to 20 minutes. But we'll work with him, see how it goes. And you should stand him up. Yeah, he stood for a little bit, as long as he's got support against the manger there. So I'd take a little bit of physical therapy, and not giving up on him yet. We'll just have to work with him. Taking a few steps on his own. Just the more he does, the stronger he gets. I held him up to his mom earlier, and he did nurse a little bit, but not much. Of course, I just tubed him too, so. But we'll keep working with him. Hopefully he continues to improve, and he and his adopted sister can go out together. He tires pretty quickly, but he'll develop the strength as he goes. See there, he's trying to get back up again. Let's see what he does. There, he did it. Good. Up. He's getting there. We show her number 11 today. She's still having some issues with her hindquarters. She's still a little weak, so she will go on the call list. We won't keep her for breeding this fall. Her lamb is doing actually not too bad. I just banded him, but he will get up on his own, and he's walking better. He has nursed some when I hold him up there, but I'm still tubing him. I'm tubing him 3 times a day with formula, but he's growing, and I'm hopeful that he'll get nursing on her. And the adopted ewe lamb is doing great, so we'll just keep them in this big pen for probably a week or so, just to make sure they're doing okay. Still a possibility that this guy may become a bottle baby, but we'll see how it goes. We had another Dorper birth this morning, number 75, had a little ewe lamb that weighs 7 pounds. The lamb over here, he weighed 9 pounds. That's number 11's lamb, weighed 9 pounds. But it was up doing well, nursing, so I'm just going to leave it loose in here. I think they're doing okay. These other 4 are due between now and the end of the month. There's a couple of them I think are fairly close, but the dates that I entered in the records have been a little bit off, and it was hard to tell the markings last fall when they got bred. So anyway, they'll be having the lambs by the end of the month, within the next 2 weeks. Thursday morning, April the 18th, and we arrived to find the ram lamb up walking and nursing on his own. So that was a really pleasant surprise. We're going to keep him in here for a week just to make sure everything's going well. And then we have one more lamb today, male lamb, a ram lamb. So we're down to 3 more to have lambs. That's the one from yesterday. It was actually over with the other lambs today, so we're going to mark that lamb today and move it over with the other group. So very pleasantly surprised to see this ram lamb up walking around and nursing on his own. So I think we're on a good course here. It took him a while, but he's doing well. They're both standing there now nursing, so should be able to raise the twins. The little Dorper lamb is 5 days older than the Ile de France ram. She's fat as a pig from all the milk she was getting. But she's being a good mom. Family group pen is settled pretty well. What we're going to do, since we only have 3 does left ewes left to lamb, where that green gate is, we'll open that up and we'll go straight over, and then we'll have all of this be the family pen, because they're going to stay up here a few more days, and that way that ewe over there and that ewe over there, they can go down with them too. We'll only have the 3 ewes up here, and then Sunshine and her twins will be up here, so that'll help. Kids are starting to really eat the grain and the creep. Three can only fit in that little trough, so I put up this trough today. So they're really starting to consume it, which is good. Really great condition on these goat kids. I really like it. So won't be too much longer, maybe a week or two. We're gonna start them out on pasture and get them trained to electric fence. Fresh bedding of straw today, and everybody just sacked out enjoying the nice fresh bedding.